Hello YouTube friends! Welcome to my channel. This is Rai Rai with my husband travel buddy Alan. It's our second day here in the city of London in England, United Kingdom. And we are going to visit the famous London Bridge. Join us by watching this video as we explore the London Tower and the London Bridge. But before we do that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, okay? It's early morning and we're on a metro, bound for the last station, Tower Hill, for we will go to the London Bridge.
This is a District Line train to Tower Hill. The next station is Tower Hill. Boat services from Tower Pier. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. All change.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Upon exit from the metro, you'll see the beautiful sight of the Tower of London. It is officially His Majesty's Royal Palace, and fortress of the Tower of London is a historic castle on the north bank of the River Thames in central London. Just a few minutes walk from the metro, you'll see the famous Tower Bridge, or what we call the London Bridge. It is famous because it's London's most striking bridge, thanks to its neo-Gothic architecture and lifting central sections. When it opened, it was the most sophisticated bascule bridge in the world. Several bridges named London Bridge have spanned the River Thames between the City of London and Southwark in central London. The current crossing, which opened to traffic in year 1973, is a box girder bridge built from concrete and steel. It replaced a 19th century stone arch bridge, which in turn superseded a 600-year-old stone-built medieval structure. This was preceded by a succession of timber bridges, the first of which was built by the Roman founders of London. The current bridge stands at the western end of the Pool of London and is positioned 30 meters upstream from previous alignments. The approaches to the medieval bridge were marked by the Church of St. Magnus the Martyr on the northern bank and by the Southwark Cathedral on the southern shore. Until Putney Bridge opened in year 1729, London Bridge was the only road crossing the Thames downstream of Kingston upon Thames. London Bridge has been depicted in its several forms, in art, literature, and songs, including the nursery rhyme, "London Bridge is Falling Down," and the epic poem, "The Waste Land" by T.S. Eliot. The modern bridge is owned and maintained by Bridge House Estates, an independent charity of medieval origin overseen by the City of London Corporation. It carries the A3 road, which is maintained by the Greater London Authority. The crossing also delineates an area along the southern bank of the River Thames between London Bridge and Tower Bridge that has been designated as a business improvement district. London Bridge is one of my top travel bucket lists, so I'll make sure I'll have a lot of photos in here. The London Bridge was constructed to give better access to the east end of London, which had expanded its commercial potential in the 19th century. The bridge was opened by Edward, Prince of Wales, and Alexandra, Princess of Wales, in year 1894. The bridge is 800 feet in length and consists of two 213-foot bridge towers, connected at the upper level of two horizontal walkways, and a central pair of bascules that can open to allow shipping. Originally hydraulically powered, the operating mechanism was converted to an electro-hydraulic system in year 1972. The bridge is part of the London Inner Ring Road and thus the boundary of the London Congestion Charge Zone, and remains an important traffic route with 40,000 crossings every day. The bridge deck is freely accessible to both vehicles and pedestrians, whereas the bridge twin towers, high-level walkways, and Victorian engine rooms form part of the Tower Bridge exhibition. This is the Tower of London. It lies within the London Borough of Tower Hamlets, which is separated from the eastern edge of the square mile of the City of London by the open space known as Tower Hill. It was founded towards the end of year 1066 as part of the Norman Conquest. The White Tower, which gives the entire castle its name, was built by William the Conqueror in year 1078 and was a resented symbol of oppression inflicted upon London by the new Norman ruling class. From this area, you'll get a nice view of the London Bridge and its towers. And this view reminds me of my childhood. I remember singing the nursery rhyme "London Bridge is falling down" with my playmates with our hands raised slanted upwards, mimicking the shape of the London Bridge. During my younger years, I'm just simply singing the song "London Bridge is falling down" without even knowing what it means. But now that I've learned about its history, the phrase "London Bridge is falling down" is true in the early 1960s. Officials in England made a troubling discovery in 1960s that London Bridge was falling down. The 1,000-foot span has stood for over 130 years and survived strafing during World War II's London Blitz. But it was unequipped for modern traffic and was slowly sinking into the River Thames at a rate of 1 inch every 8 years. Renovations were deemed impractical, so the City of London resolved to build a wider, more car-friendly replacement. The 19th century granite bridge seemed destined for the junkyard, but a city councillor named Ivan Larkin convinced his colleagues that it might be possible to sell it to the United States. In 1968, he crossed the pond to market the monument to prospective buyers. And in 1968, an American tycoon bought London Bridge, all 10,000 tons of it, and moved it brick by brick to the desert town of Lake Havasu City in Arizona. The Tower of London, which is only besides the London Bridge, has played a prominent role in English history. It was besieged several times and it has been important to controlling the country. The tower has served variously as an armory, a treasury, a menagerie, the home for the Royal Mint, a public record office, and the home of the crown jewels of England. This will end our video of London Bridge, but again, watch out for the next video as we continue exploring other attractions here in England. Join us as we enter the Wizarding World in the Harry Potter Museum. Thank you for watching! And please, don't forget to like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit on that notification bell for more updates. See you on my next travel video. Bye for now! This will end our video of London Bridge. But again, watch out for the next video as we continue exploring other attractions.